a shout out to everyone that is following me on my YouTube videos. I greatly appreciate it, but please hit a thumbs up on it, and if you don't like it, don't give me a thumbs down. That's going to hurt my feelings, but just comment below. Tell me what the problem is. Tell me what you don't like. You know, I would love the critiquing, you guys, so if you want to critique me, that's fine. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I will try my best to fix it. So if I'm talking too much, let me know. If I'm not talking enough, let me know. So, you know, I just don't want to get off on the wrong foot with anybody. So today, I thought we would do another small painting. This is a 12 by 14 canvas, and I've already put the first layer of gesso on it. And from there I took some turquoise, and while it was still wet, just added a dark, just on a slight pinch of my brush, I just put just a little bit of turquoise on it and just went over the top. Now this is dry now, and I just barely went over the top, okay? And then with that same brush, I just started basically going down and forth, back and forth, letting it mix in with that gesso. As it mixed in, it just got lighter and lighter. We'll probably add some more this turquoise to this painting, because I want to put some little trees in the background, lots of tree limbs and lots of trees. And then maybe put a little bird or two on it. So I hope you'll stick around and watch this through to the end. And again, please hit thumbs up and subscribe to my video. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm new to this, and tell me, like I said, tell me what I'm doing wrong. So help me out here, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you what my palette looks like. This is the way I set up my palette, and if some of you out there haven't seen my previous videos, I'll teach you some little trick here real quick. This right here is just a piece of glass. If you've watched any of my other videos, I go to Habitat or through any thrift store, and I buy the old pictures way back in the 60s, and make sure that it's not a Picasso or anything like that. But I usually take I keep the frame, and I usually paint it a different color and spruce it up, make it look really, really chic and pretty. But the glass, I usually keep the smaller glass like this. Now the big ones I do not keep, but I like to keep these. This could actually last forever as long as I don't break it, but accidents do happen. But what I do is I take the glass, and I get just a cardboard, the canvas cardboard here. You can see it's still got the wrapping on it. So, and the reason I left the wrapping on is it adheres when you put this glass over that. It starts to, I guess, sweat or whatever, and it just sticks right to that. And so now I can see the true colors of my paints. So now I want to tell you the paints that I have here. Okay, these are the paints that I will be painting with, and I'll just go over what each one of them is. This first one is titanium white, and you see I've got some still little colors mixed in with it, but I know to go to the pure white. Okay, here is the cadmium yellow. This is yellow ochre, and this is cad red light. And I don't know if you can see, but I have to write down each little color here. So, and this one here is a rose madder. I've got crimson, and to me it looks just like the same, but I really like this rose madder because it's, I don't know, it seems vibrant. Here is my phthalo blue. This is my ultramarine blue, phthalo green, and this is a dioxane purple. I call it my deep purple. And this here is a cobalt violet hue. That's this here, and of course this is black. This is burnt umber. This over here is turquoise, and this is a green light and an olive green here. So that's my colors. I don't know if I'll use them all, but they're always good to have out instead of having to stop and go back and find that paint that I want. So I usually put them out here, and then when I'm finished over this, that way I can paint it. I won't lose my paint and as long as I'm painting every day, it stays true and palatable. So here's the tools that I use. Oh, two other things. This is my medium, and it's just a clear medium. And then this here is my thinner, my paint thinner. So it's a linseed. This is a linseed medium, and this is my paint thinner here. So now we'll get started on painting these trees. My linseed oil on first. Because we want that to flow very good. So I put a light coat of this linseed, this medium on, because it makes these oil paints flow so much better. And I'm sorry I forgot to tell you these is oils, but I hope all of you know by looking at my videos, they're all done in oils. I try to do all my paintings in oils. Now that that's over, I'm going to take a paper towel and just lightly go over this, because we don't want there to be too much oil on the canvas. Okay. See here, I hit the yellow a while ago, but it's not going to matter because this is my sky. It's not going to matter at all. A bit more blue over that because that was too much of or not enough, I don't know how you'd say that, gradation of going from blue into white. Actually, this blue that I'm using, I thought it was the turquoise, but it's actually a light ultramarine blue. And then I make it lighter with when I add the white to it. But doesn't it look like I got some clouds going on here already? So just some little drifty clouds, which is perfect. This is going to be absolutely perfect for what we need this to do. Get on it. Now I'm just going to get lighter on it. And if you want to paint your, that little yellow there looks pretty cool. If you want to paint the sides, you can certainly do that. That way you don't have to use a frame unless you absolutely want to. So a little more white here. Because this is going to be so far away because we're just going to focus on the trees and the birds. I'm thinking that looks good. Go ahead and wipe that out of that brush. Just a minute anyway. I don't like any of my canvas showing through, and there was still a little bit of the thread. I like my canvases to be very smooth. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is, I think I will take my little Twiggy brush here, and I'm going to take some of this olive green. It's a pretty yucky, ugly color. and it's very soupy. So I'm going to set my, you can see here it's very soupy, but I'm going to set it down so it won't be running off my palette. And I'm going to take this, this brush, and I also want to mix some white with that. See, if you can see here, it's very, very light. And that's what you want for the background, right back there. Because just remember, back in the back, the further away it is, the lighter it is. And as it comes closer to you, it's going to get darker and darker. So that's how we do these. Okay, I'm going to just make some little trees maybe back here. And you want to, don't go straight off with it. You want to pretty much, like when you're taking this and going down with it, you want to kind of like do a little, like a little pattern. See how it's dipping down, and then, because you want these little dips so you can follow through with another branch. Here like this and like this. Okay, we're going to have these all over the page, these little. Maybe there's another one here. We'll go with just a little whiter. Back here. And it's not going to matter that we go, I could actually go back over this tree here. So. This darker green where I went over the colors with this white. I don't know if you can see these or not, but they're very, very, very light. Just let you be aware of that. I think I'll put another one here. Just keep in mind that we're going to have other bigger trees in front of this now. It really doesn't have to be that perfect. Now I'm going to go back over here, and this one I'm going to make I think we're going to make something coming down through here. So I'm going to start here, maybe just a little ways up. Where I went through. Now they don't have to be perfectly straight. They can always bend and just do different stuff. Oh, we don't want them to be perfect, do we? I think you're going to like this once you're finished. Never place them side by side. When you're making these little branches, you want them to be in different angles. I don't want that. This one just a little fatter because this one's really close up, and as I go up I get smaller and smaller. But I didn't mean to run out of ink or paint, so here we go. Now just remember, oil paints are very forgiving. If you mess up on it, as you know, it takes quite a while for it to dry. A lot of people, a lot of artists wants to wait on it before they do any more work with it. But I find that it's a little works better to my advantage if it's, if it's wet. when that way I can still just add different things to it. And there comes a point though that you've got to say, okay, this is finished, gotta leave it alone now. And then you go back and varnish it. That's when you go back and do your little varnish on it. But I would suggest waiting around 6 months, because your varnish is going to really mess it up if it's wet. Even though it feels like it's dry, it can still be pretty wet underneath that. Because remember, you're using a lot of linseed oil in this. Quite a bit of linseed oil. Now I'm going to go to add a little or quite a bit of burnt umber to this green. And black. Excuse me, not black, but green and white. Actually, I think if I just left that straight burnt umber, but I wanted to still add some of that green to it. Okay, we're going to come over here with actually no, we do want to go a little white here. So put some more white in that burnt umber and your green mixture. Now I'm going to take this big tree here, and it's going to be coming off the canvas. Remember now, it doesn't have to be straight. He's going to go right on off the canvas. And I'm going to do one coming out from here. And he's going to be leaning just a little bit. And he too is going to come off the canvas. Put some, let's take it from right there. I'm going to add all kinds of little branches to these. A lot of artists finds this little twiggy brush to be very hard to use, and I did too when I first started painting. It just like it did not want to cooperate with me. But then I finally figured out that the more linseed medium I add to it, the easier it flows, the better it flows. So don't forget to do this. Don't forget to add that medium. And see if you're painting, you painted on this side, you can just go right on around with that little limb. But of course I didn't paint this side. I'm not going to bother with that. Let's go back over this branch here, because he's just like dying here, fading out. And then nice, remember how this is done? I hope you're having fun doing this. Please, if you enjoy painting along with me, I would appreciate it so much if you would hit like or the thumbs up in down below. You'll see it. It's underneath my video, and if you'd like to follow along with me, hit subscribe, and that way you'll be able to of all the channels that you subscribe to, they'll just pop right up, and you won't have to go looking for them, especially when you can't figure out, well, what's the name of the video. I mean, you can always put my name in, Seagaze Fine Art, and find me, but not everybody knows who Seagaze Fine Art is. But if you hit subscribe, you'll always be able to find my videos, and whenever there's a new one comes up, you'll be able to get it right off. Make that a little more wavier. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out, do I want to put a huge limb over this whole thing, or is that just going to mess it up completely? Maybe I'll just put some more little trees in it. No, I don't want it to be too messed up. This is going to be that big tree here. It's going to now help support our bird that is going to be on one of these limbs. Goes all the way up there. Now you're going to be able to put this little bird anywhere you want it. I'm adding just a little bit of that olive green to this, because when I look at it, it's just not as dark as I want these trees here. It's the forefront trees. I want to just go over them and give them a little more dimension. I'm going to take my little filbert here, and I'm going to go into some of this green over here, and just have add maybe a touch. Let's see if we can do that. Just want to lightly go over these trees here. Remember, these are the trees right now I'm working on as far away. I said, it's going to be a little difficult because we've already painted over them. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out, but what we can do is maybe bring up some grass here. This maybe looks like some snow. You can always do that, and just a little green coming up through it. It's up to you. It looks like, let's tell a little story here that maybe this looks like it's spring, and there's just a little bit of stuff, leaves coming out on the trees here. A little bit's coming out. So we're not going to add much to it, just maybe just a little bit, so it won't look so barren. Don't put them everywhere now, because remember, this is the early spring. They still, excuse me, there's still snow on the ground, and you really don't have to be a lot of detail to it. You get the gist of it anyway. Just here and there. So your mind's going to tell you that there's more than this on here, but just a tiny pink here. Still got a little bird out here on the end, and or somewhere, wherever you want it. Now, if you want to go ahead and put in maybe some little birds, you don't have to go into great detail with them, because remember, these are small trees, so you're going to have little small birds. So I would recommend going back into your Twiggy brush, putting some medium out there, and maybe some little bluebirds. If your brush is, your Twiggy is starting to separate on you, it's trying to tell you you need more medium. How about we put this red bird sitting up here? Put a ochre. We'll use an ochre to, no, that's not going to show up. Maybe a bright yellow. Is that a bird? We can put whatever we want to, right? Right, there we go. So, anyway, I hope you've had a nice day of painting, and I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and watching this video. Give me a thumbs up, please, 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 and subscribe. Thank you. Love you guys.